Welcome back, everybody, to No Money Spent. This is episode 9, and we're starting straight off with these Kerry Wood moments. These are actually easier than the Granderson ones, dare I say. A lot of it is just pitching an inning, getting a save, getting strikeouts, and against the rookie, pretty much, and veteran, rookie and veteran CPUs, that isn't a huge challenge. As you can see, we did the first one pretty easy. Strike out Dansby Swanson to get the second one. So that one, I think, took me twice, but almost all the other ones only took me once. Austin Wynns ends up striking out to end that one. And it's just really not difficult. It's basically just getting saves, pitching an inning. It's really, this is the definition of a free diamond card, man. If you have not done this Kerry Wood mission, I would, because these moments are really easy for you to do. We end up striking out Colton Wong, Tyler O'Neill for that one. And then we have another one against the Cardinals where we just have to get a save on All-Stars. So this one, not difficult. Here we strike out Colton Wong to end that one. And then we just got to get one inning without allowing a run against the Dodgers. This is kind of interesting because you're down by 8, but we end up succeeding. And as you can see here, the last thing you have to do, similar to the Granderson mission, is you have to beat the Cubs on All-Star difficulty or higher. Checking out this Kerry Wood, he looks really good. But Tatis, first inning, first at bat, and we end up going yard. In steps Joey Gallo in a 2-2 count. We're going to end up taking that outside fastball. We made sure to get the count full. John Lester on the bump. The nice thing I will say about the Cubs, as I get interrupted by Joey Gallo, the nice thing though about the Cubs is their ace is John Lester, so it's not really a stressful event. George Foster even adds to the first inning pounding of John Lester. And I will show this home run from Eddie Matthews in a second, but at that point, I pretty much gave up, trying to score, and it ended up being 5-8, so it ended up being pretty close, but that was on Hall of Fame as usual. We end up getting Marwin Gonzalez and, of course, Kerry Wood. He's a nice free diamond out of the pen. I think even, money spent players can appreciate him. As you can see, we're putting him in the pen. We ended up taking out Adam Ottavino, which was not an easy decision, I will say. But anyways, Kerry Wood is really nice out of the pen, and we ended up getting these program packs and a ballin' is a habit from the second inning program. I'll update you guys on my progress from that probably in the next episode. We'll see. But we end up getting a bunch of dupes. We got 2 Schwarbers, 2 Haywards, but when we eventually do get the Cubs collection, because I'm trying to go for Mickey Mantle, that would be really nice to just have some of those filled out. As you can see, we get 2 gold cards. We got Raph Devers in the first one and Tommy Pham in the second gold slot. So that was really nice to get 2 golds out of that, get some value. Tommy Pham was on my fantasy team last year. He was pretty good. And Raph Devers, I've heard his Face of the Franchise card is really good. So I'm definitely going to think about maybe getting him. But unfortunately, I probably am not going to use either of these guys. So I'm just going to put them up and, see what happens. Hopefully they end up selling. And we're at 49K stubs, but we're checking in on our first inning program. We're going to collect Kerry Wood for it. So now we are at 226. Looking at this eyewear mission, I wanted nothing to do with it. Gold eyewear is pretty expensive, but I'm definitely going to start to do these exchanges and try to get some of these dailies done so I can get just a little bit closer to the to the first inning program completion. I don't quite know who I'm going to take out of that pack yet. Whoever it is, it probably isn't going to be Todd Helton, but I haven't decided between Snyder and Oswald, so you can voice your opinions in the comments. Now we're going to get into a ranked game. We're only doing one game today. It's kind of a short episode. This team is one of the better teams we've seen in a while. Pete Alonso, Granderson, Cargo, and I've heard a lot of people have liked that Cargo, but I'm happy with my choice of Eddie Matthews. When that evolution pack comes to me again, we'll see, but he ends up ripping a double with Cargo to start the game. We got Castillo on the bump. He's fine. I liked his card last year, his all-star card. That was really nice to have. Nice little 92 in the back of the rotation, but we end up getting a fly out there. Always love to see that. And then in steps Polar Bear Pete, and we end up burying a changeup. Unfortunately though, Cargo does advance due to the nature of it being in the dirt, and thankfully we get out of the inning just barely unscathed, and we start the first inning up against Noah Syndergaard. Noah Syndergaard is one of the best budget pitchers in the game. Fernando Tatis gets on base, but Syndergaard is a really nice pitcher to have because he's got that outlier quirk. He's got a really disgusting sinker. Plus he can kind of rake a little bit. He's in the pitchers who rake club, but we do end up getting hosed. I thought I could take second base, get a runner in scoring position. I couldn't. Thankfully, Fernando Tatis gets another hit. Perfect. I swear, man. Fernando Tatis, he's so good. You guys got to get him if you need a shortstop. Eddie Matthews ends up going back up in the middle with another perfect liner to get 2 runners on with nobody out in the 4th. This is my time to shine, man. We got to do something. And unfortunately, Torrey Hunter ends up getting into not quite a double play, but still, we end up getting an out, but Tatis moves to 3rd. Joey Gallo hits a rope to the first baseman, and by the way, Pete Alonso's fielding apparently is terrible in this game, but I don't know, man. I have a theory that all first basemen play the same in terms of fielding. We do end up getting a run, however, and George Foster ends up lining out to end the inning. Yasmani Grandal up. We end up dealing the 2-seam fastball up and striking him out. We end up drawing the walk. In steps Castillo. Castillo just barely gets that ball to get through. Just nice to poke one out there. And then in steps Fernando Tatis, and I just missed the slider. And we cannot capitalize with the runners on. Once again, not very successful in that sense. Castillo does end up giving a single in the 6th. Don't like to see that. Castillo, however, absolutely paints the corner for the strikeout, and then we end up getting a fly out. So Castillo gets out of it again, man. He is getting out of some jams. The pitch count's pretty low for 6 innings, so I'm happy to see that. Castillo misses with that one, but we're hoping to put him away and get hitting. Unfortunately though, Curtis Granderson is a monster. Again, if you have not picked up Curtis Granderson, he's still on my team, and I think I got him in the 1st episode, maybe 2nd episode, but I got him very early, and yet, I still use him to this date, and you see a lot of them online, obviously, but we hang a change up to Gleyber Torres. I think Granderson running had me a little bit flustered, and we end up giving the 2-run bomb. And now we no longer have the lead, which is a little bit scary. He hadn't really been hitting all day, and then he ends up taking the lead on me. But we do get a walk. Max Muncy draws it. In steps JT Realmuto, and I just got under that fastball, man. If I was just a tad up on it, it would have been a 3-2 game. But Granderson steps up again. He's got a single already, and we grind into a double play. So you really don't like to see it. It's crunch time now in the 8th inning. Luis Castillo cannot get out unscathed. He ends up getting a base hit. Unfortunately, the shift worked against me because I definitely think Tatis would have had that if he was in a normal shift. But Pete Alonso steps in and literally the exact same spot as that ball that the other guy hit. Pete Alonso goes right back there. Thankfully, though, we get a nice out to get out of the inning, really. And then Tatis ends up drawing a walk. In steps Edward Matthews, 3-2 count. He's got that bullpen Nolan Ryan that throws gas, but really can't locate very well. We end up getting another walk, and then in steps Torrey Hunter, and he hits an absolute rip. So now we've got the bags full, and Joey Gallo up to the dish. He brings in Brad Hand, I believe specifically for Gallo, but it doesn't matter. Joey Gallo delivers an absolute shot with a no doubt grand slam, and now puts us in the driver's seat. Joey Gallo is amazing. Now we got to get Roberto Osuna to come in and close this thing out. Osuna, one of the better budget guys in your pen. I didn't bring in Kerry Wood. I probably should have, but I didn't. Anyways, we end up getting the ground out. In steps Glaber. We're going to deliver that high fastball. It's just a little bit too high in the zone for him to do anything with. And then we end up getting that out. George Foster corrals the fly ball. And now in a 2-2 count, Yasmani Grandal goes down swinging. All JT's got to do is make the throw to first, and we end up winning. And another nail biter. We really didn't hit very well until that last inning, and this guy did not hit well at all. We had a lot of hits, but he just could not capitalize. We couldn't either in the early innings. As you can see, we end up in a 389 rating. Our end game reward is Great American Ballpark, which is a little bit sad, but overall, I'm pretty happy with today's video. If you do want another No Money Spent video, I know this one's short. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to be out. Make sure to leave a like.